Hello, I'm Douglas Johnson, the Day Tripping Adventurer, and welcome to Long Island Siren Walk number 3. Today I'm starting at the Copiague train station, which is right there behind me, and I'm going to be heading west all the way down to Amityville, and there's a couple of sirens along the way, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this walk. So let's go see what we can find. So from the train tracks, which are right down there, you can barely see them over the trees, I went north up Great Neck Road till I got to Dixon, and right there is the next siren. That's a thunderbolt. So on my last trip, I ended the trip by seeing a thunderbolt, and now I'm starting this trip seeing a thunderbolt. And you know, I do the research. I kind of knew I was going to see it, because it said once again that this is a 1003. Play that thing. It's freaking gorgeous. Somebody's taking care of that thing. Now, I've seen them where they have screens inside there. This one does not have that, but the yellow is fantastic. That siren looks beautiful. I would love to be here to hear it go off, and I'm going to look and see if I can find any YouTube videos out there, and I'll post the link for them. I believe in the previous video I asked what the difference between a 1000 and the 1003 is. Again, let me know what those differences are so that I can share them with you guys. So from that really gorgeous looking thunderbolt there on Dixon, I continued west down Dixon until I got to a street called Edison. And on the corner of Edison and Edison, there's the next siren. Does it look familiar? Looks just like the siren that I saw in the last video. And it is. It's a Model 2. And the interesting thing is, it looks just like it because it's on this crooked pole and kind of crooked on top. It's almost like somebody just kind of stuck it on there and forgot about it. Like, no big deal. It's okay. It looks like there's a wire cut. So this is more similar to the sirens that I was seeing on my LA trips. This thing is just a relic. It's a Federal Model 2. It looks like it's it's like a greenish yellow color. It's got a bunch of rust on the inside, and it's got this big plate on the bottom. You know, I'm not really certain what the purpose of the big plate on the bottom is. Maybe it's to make the sound bounce off of it, but why would you want the sound to bounce up? I would imagine you want the sound to go out. Let me know if you know anything about the design of these particular sirens, but you know, I know it's an inanimate object. It's just a piece of metal on a pole. But in some ways, kind of feel sorry for this siren and the other one, just because not only are they not being taken care of, I mean, they're just lopsided. I don't even think people over here probably even notice this thing. And the thing is, they're small. They look like they're the smallest of the sirens that I've been seeing. So these little guys, I don't know, these little guys need some love. We got to start giving these Model 2s, these Federal Model 2s, we got to start giving them some love. So I'm going to try to go out of my way and highlight all the Model 2s that I find here on Long Island. I say this now, hopefully I'll keep it up. Who knows, maybe this is the last one. We'll find out. Well, let's head on off to our next siren. From that sad-looking Model 2 on Edison, I went back up to Dixon, made a left, went down to Albany, made another left, and came down to a home health care building on the intersection of Albany and Broadway. And you know, anybody ever see that movie Maximum Overdrive?
Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive.
Where the trucks and the electronics kind of take over and they end up going on a killing rampage. Well, when I got into this parking lot, this truck right here just started. I think it was the AC unit. But there's nobody in the truck. So anyway, I think those ACs kick on just to cool down whatever's in there. But I'm not here to see that truck. I'm here to see the next siren. It's a Model 5. Just like all the others, the top dome is smaller than the second ring. I always hate walking onto private property, so this is the closest I'm going to get. I'll use my camera to get closer. It's on a nice little tripod there. It's very low to the ground. It looks like it's painted that greenish color, like bluish green, yellow green. I don't know. It's like a greenish color. It's a weird color. If anybody knows what color these things were originally painted, again, let me know in the description. Looks like it's in pretty good shape, but right on this bottom, the larger ring, there's rust around that. And there is power going to it, so it still works. It's just the location's weird. I'm used to finding these things in, fire stations or something. Maybe there was a fire station here at one point and that just was left over. I'll have to do some research on this. Anyway, there's our next siren. I think I have one more siren on this walk. So let me head on out and go find it. I went back to Broadway, went south to Oak, made a right. There's the Amityville train station. But I love it when I'm surprised by finding the siren. Just like a reveal. It's right there. You can't see it, but trust me, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it any better from here. If I get too much into that parking lot, where I'm not standing in the middle of the lot, it kind of hides the siren. So that's the next and last siren on this trip, an HOR Zero drone. Looks like it's in decent shape. It's white. The second cone on the bottom there's a little bent. Again, you know, it could be the wind. I know the wind here can get pretty, we get hurricanes through here and the wind can get pretty hard. And then there's the rain, and then there's just, like I said, people accidentally hitting them. But those little cones tend to get beat up a little bit. I'm fairly certain that one works, it being on a fire station. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear one of these things. If anybody works these firehouses or anybody's got contacts with these things, I'd love to come out when they're testing these guys so I can actually film one that's working and hear it working. But anyway, yeah, so this has been a fun trip. It's been a short one for me. It was just a quick little walk. I mean, again, for me, from the Copiague Long Island Railroad Station to the Amityville Long Island Railroad Station. Saw 4 sirens. We saw, you know, what did we see? A Thunderbolt. We saw a Model 2 and a Model 5, and now the Zero drone. So a good variety of sirens here on Long Island. Every one I've been seeing different sirens. But anyway, thank you for joining me on these trips. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that bell if you want to see any future day trips. I will certainly be doing more Long Island siren walks, as well as a couple of other videos that I have in the works. But until then, try to get out, explore the world around you, but be safe and be healthy.